Hope you guys can see me on this. Alright. I was just talking to my dad, and he is so stuck on what a YouTuber does. Yes, I talk to a camera, but he's a lawyer. I have no clue what a lawyer does, really. He's been a lawyer before I was born, so a long time. Not a really long time in my sense. But that's what I know of him knowing what that is. Like, I don't know what a lawyer is, and he doesn't know what I don't know what a lawyer is, and he doesn't know what a YouTuber is. And he just thinks we're just a bunch of lazy brats that don't get our ways, and we just make jokes, and that we just sit around just doing stupid things. When actually, a lot of us work really hard. If you go over to Shea Butler's channel, the Shea Darts, you'll see that they're just a family that films their life. And Shay edits. Colette sometimes edits. And I've noticed with the families, some kids say, no, I don't want to be filmed today, or some other part of the day. And it's interesting how certain family members of mine are like, it's a waste of time, you're not getting anything from it. And I'm like, do you even have a clue what's on YouTube? Like, I'm on YouTube while I'm uploading a video on my laptop, I'm watching a video on my phone, and I know the good YouTubers that don't make up scripts and make up shit. I'm sorry for using that word, but I know quite a few really shitty YouTubers, and they don't feel comfortable in front of cameras. And I used to watch one family, not naming them, but their kids are adorable. I have the mom on Instagram and on Facebook, but I cannot stand her husband because he puts on an act and he doesn't notice it, but it's prominent. Like, I get very cringy when I hear someone not feeling comfortable in front of the camera when they've been in front of it for quite a while. Just heard the most scariest thing, and it was my dad. While people comment on other people's videos saying, oh, you're not a good vlogger, or why in the world would I watch this? I'm like, did you just watch my video? You just watched my video. There's the point. And there's other times when I'm like, if you don't feel like watching it, don't watch it. Once in a while, if I don't watch a certain person for a while, I'll unsubscribe because I don't want to feel guilty for not watching them. It's not their content being bad or anything. It's not them for anything. I just don't have the time to watch 200 videos in a day. Because most videos are like 15-20 minutes long, and my time span is usually that long. But I see so many people critiquing how YouTubers are, and we're just standing in front of a camera or filming something to just get views. That's what my dad says. It's like, we have a script, we plan out what we're gonna do, we're gonna do something stupid. I'm like, my food videos that I'm doing with my brother, I actually do think about what we're going to do. And then I think of a week or two before, or a day before, of how to do the video, what we're gonna do and stuff. But really, I don't do too much. When I'm actually doing the video, I spit through it. I don't have any script or anything. We try the products and we eat it and we see how it is. We don't do any weird acting. And if you go watch those videos, you'll really see that we're telling the truth. I went back to the grocery store today and got one of the products from the vegan, it was the Tofurkey barbecue chicken. I made a pizza and dipped it in some of that. Oh, I haven't posted it yet. I made a vegan ranch dressing. And it was really good. And I put barbecue chicken on top of the pizza and then dipped the pizza in ranch. It was really good. I used to do it when I was younger and non-vegan. But actually having a ranch dressing that tastes like ranch dressing, I'm going to be doing this more often. Fat Lou coming back. But being told you're fake hurts. It really does. I was about to cry when my dad said, guys just make up shit for views. He didn't say the word shit, but make up stuff for views. Only that. You have, yes, certain YouTubers do have scripts and have things planned out to do videos, but you can't control everything. I've recently started watching, not recently, but I've been watching them since the winter. About a year. Kian Lawley and Jason Kalen. They're crazy guys. They're really crazy. But they're funny in their own ways. Kalen, he's soft, but he's crazy. But then there's Kian Lawley, and he does have a wild side to him, but that's him. He's not faking it. And sometimes it hurts when people in the comments say you're a bunch of crazy idiots and all that stuff. I try so hard not to read the comments on videos and YouTube videos, Instagram videos, Instagram photos, Vine, Twitter. I don't have Tumblr, thank gosh. And Facebook. If I can stop reading those comments, better life for me. I know some people are I have to read the comments to see what else people are saying. And I'm like, do you really need to see a negative comment on something that you liked? No, you really don't. And every time someone says, oh, do you want blah 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 to go on with um, blah blah blah, and I'm like, no. It's like blah 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 means, do you want one person to act bad and still have views for acting bad? Or do you want a good actor and edit correctly and funny and not needing to make up some sort of crap, just being witty and funny and all that on their own? And it just, it hurts when people say that you're going by a script and going, I'm actually looking at a green wall right this moment. That's what I'm looking at over here. I know so many people would agree with me when I say it's usually the family members that hurt the most when they're saying you're fake, you don't know how to YouTube, and you guys are just trying to find attention. Yeah, right. Like, I'm trying to find attention. I have enough attention in my life. I just do it because I want to remember what I did a year ago, or I do the filming for myself, and that's what so many other YouTube families do. I love it when I come up with a recipe and I want to film it, like that ranch dressing. I'll post it. But that's gonna be on my other channel, Real Raw Foods. And I see people in my family, and they're like critiquing me. It was like, what are you doing with the camera? Why are you doing this? This is stupid. You don't know how to YouTube and blah blah blah. And I'm like, if you knew how to like open up and talk to camera and then posting it is possibly the hardest thing to do. Editing, that's fun. Posting it, my coming out video, my real coming out video, the 40-something minute long video, not the 2-minute one, or the minute and 50 second or something like that. The latest one, coming out my own way into the world or something like that. I don't remember. It's a long name. That video you can see in the daily vlog the next day, or I don't know, one of the daily vlogs. It was actually the most difficult thing to do. And I wasn't acting. I was not putting on a front. I wasn't just finding some way to get attention. I was actually freaking out. Like, I wasn't gonna do it. But I did it. And I am happy. Even though so many people still call me Miss. It hurts. But I'm trying to find a middle ground with myself, because so many people are like, no, not right now. And I'm like, come from my point right now. And this frog is driving me nuts. I sat in a perfect spot. Um, but I wish people look at others and not critique them on their jobs or their hobbies. Like, YouTube's a hobby. I'm not getting paid. If I did, I would be decently happy. It would be a little money on the side. Something to buy food with and gas. Because I'm always out of gas. Even though I have a Prius. I wish people didn't judge so much on other people's things. My dad doesn't understand one bit about YouTube. He's probably been on YouTube twice in his life or something like that. He has no clue how to edit a video or pull out the camera at the perfect time, or when you're thinking of something like a poem or cooking something, whip out the camera, start filming it, because someone's gonna be like, wow, that looks really good, how do you do that? Or wow, that was an amazing poem, can you write more of those? It's just interesting how our older generation is so critiquing us younger generation. Even though there's older YouTubers, they're still kind of confused on the whole. They're not confused. They're just not like 100% in full heart to some of it. But you have to be like 30s and stuff. And I know some of them are like really, really good. Like, you just have to open up yourself and stand in front of a camera, sit in front of a camera, and just talk. You don't have to put on an act. You seriously don't. And my room is getting seriously hot right this moment. It's like 80 degrees in here. My feet are still freezing. I'm not cutting that out. I would really, really enjoy if everyone in the YouTube community and in the Vine community and in the world community, between like work and like hands-on jobs, even though YouTube is definitely hands-on, from cooking to workouts to talking about sexuality and so much stuff, and families and life and death and all that. Now I'm gonna cry. But I really hope by 2016 all the judgmental comments about YouTubers fall into a deep dark hole, so we don't feel like we're outcasts anymore, because really we are just freaking entertainment that knows how to do entertainment, because TV is failing. Seriously. It is failing desperately. And my brothers, they possibly could watch the most stupidest TV shows, the worst acting on the planet, and they do. And it makes me cringe. Like I cannot sit in the same room while you're watching Alaskan wilderness or whatever it's called, Alaska something. And if you know the girl Jewel, you know what family, it's the Alaska something. And then there's some other Alaskan family with a bunch of kids, and they are actually fake. Like, they are seriously fake, and I knew they were fake. My dad pulled it up online. They actually are successful, and they have YouTube, and some of them are in deep trouble. But like, they put on an act for television, and I don't find it ridiculous on what producers do, but they make up shit, and I hate it. Like, I know so much about producers. Holy crap, it's 80 degrees in here, and I have a hoodie on. After watching a few Degrassi episodes, and then going on YouTube and watching Stefan Rogren, that's, if you know what Degrassi is, you know who Stefan is. He's hilarious. He's been on Degrassi since he was 12 or something, 12 or 11. Long time. He's in his 40s now. But it's been a long time, and he doesn't put on a freakish act. He's actually really comfortable in front of the camera. Sometimes he acts out and he screams at like kids while they're trying to act or something, but he's trying to be funny. He's not trying to be mean or inappropriate or anything like that. But he's just trying to be funny. And after watching that producer, he's assistant producer, I think, or I don't know, some producer, in Degrassi. And then there is Jeff from Jackass. I learned more from him from Jackass the movie than any other movie with a producer ever. And it was scary. He would say, "Okay, Johnny, you're gonna go sit over there, and I'm gonna drop a bowling ball on your cock." For me, I would be like, that is possibly the dumbest thing ever. And then swoop up the idea over to YouTube. They change it up a little bit, and that's Keegan Lolly and JC Caitlin. But they're not doing like bowling balls on privates. They're doing little skits that are a little bit more appropriate for preteens and 8-year-olds and all that stuff. Watching, because I know little kids watch the stuff and they're like, "Oh, mommy, daddy, so and so just jumped off a building," and I'd be like, "What? What did they just do?" I'd be like, "They jumped off a building into the river and then floated down the river in a boat." Like, okay, that didn't sound too stupid. But yeah. Reality versus YouTubers. Or society versus YouTubers. That's what it is. Society versus YouTubers. And the truth is, we shouldn't be called YouTubers. We should just be called humans, because, yes, we look kind of goofy walking around with a camera in our hand, filming ourselves, talking to the camera. But in reality, and like truth of it all, how many of you guys have Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook, or you're filming something on your phone to send to a family member or something like that? how many of you have that? Because it's basically the freaking same, baby. Well, I hope I got my point across with that. And yes, there's 2 videos today. I'm shocked that I did a second one. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below if you get criticism for being a YouTuber or a Viner or Instagrammer or filming your life or something like that, because I'm getting sick and tired of people saying it's stupid to film my life. And I'm like, in a year or in 5 years or something like that, I want to go back and actually go on YouTube and be like, I did this 5 years ago today, or close around today. How in the world did I do that a year ago or 5 years ago? And that's what, like, I love the ideas of the family YouTubers like Shea Butler. 7 years of YouTubing. 7. He's been a YouTuber with his family for 7 years. Emmy Butler has been on YouTube her whole entire life. Mind blowing. So, it's things like that. Like, they don't put on an act. They're just goofy and funny, and we're just a bunch of oddballs. Somehow, quite a few of us are. They'll be LGBTQ family. Yeah, I put the Q down too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and good night.